I hope they come back, but I ain't gonna lie. That screen accidentally can't turn off. It wasn't supposed to turn off. The screen wasn't supposed to turn off, but while we were still here and riding, I'm gonna apologize when you come back in there. Ain't both turn off, but all right. When I came back, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. What's a good thing? While I brainstorm in this quick moment, I want to apologize for the screen ending. It wasn't supposed to end. It wasn't supposed to leave. It wasn't supposed to leave. But what's called? Let me see. Ravel Myrals. No, it's something like let me see, what is the one thing? Let me see. I'm trying to think of that one thing. That one thing, what was I saying? See, I be forgetting my stuff a little bit. That's to be like the karma of the thing, karma of the pie. Man. Y'all ever been to Holiday World? I'm trying to go back to Holiday World. Nah, Six Flags. I want to go to Six Flags. Six Flags is a little bit better. It looked like I had a beard under here, like but no, I want to go to Six Flags. I remember last time I went to Six Flags before. I'm not gonna lie, it was like I was talking about Uno. I come back to the Six Flags. Let's put a pin in it. All right. So I was at I'm trying to find this water. But all right, I was at what's it called I was playing Uno, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was playing Uno, I was like, you gotta talk to them, like you gotta play your cards right, because like getting in their head while you playing Uno, it's not always gonna work out. It's not always gonna be green and golden. I'm telling you, Uno champ right here. Uno champ. It's gonna be some other people who say I'm not the Uno champ, but I am the Uno champ. I love Uno. I love Uno. You can't break me from the Uno. Uno is Uno. I love it. Uno is Uno. You just can't take me from it. That's like taking the spoon out of baby mouth, the food out of baby mouth and everything. Not this Uno. But alright, so alright, Kentucky Kingdom. Kentucky Kingdom is way different from Six Flags. I found that out when I went to Six Flags, and I'm thinking about going back to Six Flags. Just gotta get a ride down there, and I gotta get what's that one thing called? Oh god. I gotta get that. I've been drinking on some what's that one thing called? I've been drinking this for a minute, and I'm out here like, God, it got me out here coughing and everything. I'm like, oh, but I bought it for a minute. It been in my fridge for a minute. I haven't opened it. I was like, I don't want to waste it. You know, I don't want to waste it. So, what's it called? The fact of the matter, when I was at Six Flags was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. If I had I wanted to get six skip pass, but these skip pass, I'm not gonna lie, they was costing a pretty penny, and I was like, dang. So we didn't do it. They was cheap back then. That was cheap, yeah. When it was like, you know how high school they have graduation, and the seniors, they go to Six Flags or wherever and everything. We basically went to that and everything. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. But it was fun, but I wish I can go again. For real, I wish I can go again. Oh man, that'd be the time of the day. Go again. But go on Top Golf. I found out Top Golf, you can go on do Top Golf. Top Golf is something like I went last time, but I didn't know it was like that much to play on everything. It was like 100 for 2 hours. It's 120. I was like, all right, that's not bad. But it'd be fun to be playing against people. But I think we'll do go karting. Go karting seem like we can get around with go karting. Go karting is something like, man, yeah, go karting is something we can do. So, man, but yeah, go karting. What else? What else? No. We got go karting. What's that one thing? You know when you try and think of something, it's just not coming, and just take off like a plane. Have y'all ever been to like, have y'all ever been to? Let me see if I pull it up. Let me see. Pull it up. You know, I was trying to make sure my clips and everything. Oh man. You know, I was trying to make sure. You two can work. Okay, like. Oh damn, you came back. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I was trying to stop like one recording for I wouldn't have to edit the whole thing, and bro, I was hoping you would come back too. I felt bad too. I was like in my spirit, it felt bad. I was like, dang, bro, I hope you come back and everything. And I was like, man, I gotta figure out like the technique, because I know you saw me hit that. I didn't want you to think like, damn, he just disappeared off screen and everything. I was like, nah. I didn't disappear or anything. I was just trying to stop a clip, and then when I noticed it stopped recording, and I was like, dang. I thought it, cause like I got like a hotkey right here where I can just hit the hotkey, and like when I'm playing Call of Duty and everything, I hit one key and then it stopped recording. Not like stop recording. It's still live, but it stopped recording like 10. I'm telling you, like right now. Let me slow down. Right now, them like 45 minutes on thing without Opus clip or anything. I gotta go in there. I gotta chop it up on everything. I gotta go and chop it up. But it is what it is. You just learn and grow. So I'm thankful you came back. We finished this conversation with this Uno. I ain't gonna lie. If we had a deck of Uno right here, I'll play you right now. I'm not gonna lie, because Uno is my stuff. I love Uno. I'm not gonna. If I could, I don't want. Only reason why. And the other thing, like other people ask me, slow down, Michael. I go on tangents, right? When I say, people ask me about a whole lot of stuff before, like, what's a good reason? They asked me something about like, I slowed down too much and forgot what. It's like I slowed down, the plane was backing up, and then the plane took off, you know, in your head, the thought and everything. It was a real good question and everything. It'll come back to me later. But, what's called, at like 100. You know what? I wanted to learn how, I was going to get this one. Well, yeah, I was going to get this like, when I was able to. I'll probably get it a little bit later. I was gonna get a dirt bike and then upgrade to a motorcycle. I got the motorcycle in mind, but I'm gonna save it for a surprise. But first off, we gotta get the car. So we gotta make sure. Now, you know, I know I hopped to like different ones. If you was the same person from yesterday, you know I do tangent journey. I go on tangents, run like crazy. My tangent run like is crazy. But I like to go traveling. I would love to go traveling. Traveling is something I would like to do. Traveling, and where's the water at? Traveling I would like to go do. I'll probably do it. Give it some time. Not some time, but probably this new apply for a new job. before I can. Only thing about the new job, it's like full time, and that full time like it take all your time, but not all your time. You got this like gaps between it and everything. It's like more. Is that's the only thing about full times I didn't like when I first worked a full time job. Working at LG&E, it took up all my time. It took up all of it. I don't care what you say. You know, getting off after walking like miles on miles on miles on miles, because I didn't drive in the truck a lot because I didn't want to wreck the truck. But on top of it, it had the GPS in there. I like to speed, and I know what I do and everything. So I was like, I don't like people tracking me. When even though iPhone track us and every type of technology tracked us every day, it was different. It was like if you go around like up, like if you speed on the like meter, like you know, if you go so much high on pedometer or everything, you know, the speed limit and everything, you they'll call you and they be like, hey, we saw you and everything speed. I remember when my car wasn't working, like the truck part, like the GPS thing, bruh. When I say I was hitting that bad boy, it was like a Colorado pickup truck. So I was hitting that bad boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That thing was like, yeah. But I remember driving in the snows. I hated like when, because in Kentucky the weather changed so much. You're raining, hot. It can like this week it's gonna be raining at 80 degrees. That's human weather right there. That's like, dang, bruh, not again. Well, it's about to go down like that. And knowing me, I'm kind of broke this whole week. So you know what I gotta do? We gotta walk to work. Until we get paid. But it shouldn't be so bad, everything. If you time it out right and you make sure you get to the spot you need to, you should be straight. But that's all in the making, everything. Now I was talking about Top Golf. All right, Top Golf is a place I do want to take y'all on there. Now Top Golf is like, you know, Top Golf and everything. And I went one time, but I found out how much it costs, like to like actually like the time there. It really don't matter how many people you got in the group, but what's it called? Sometimes they probably have deals or coupons. I'm not even gonna lie. I was that type of person, like, you know, Kroger send you some coupons and everything. I was like, I'm over it now, because you know, who not gonna take no coupon? I mean, like, coupon is a coupon. It's gonna knock some down. Don't be embarrassed. You gotta bring out some coupons and everything. Now I say food stamp cards. I remember on one time, you remember when they was giving out them $1,500 checks from the government. Well, at one point of time, they didn't give me a 5,000, like 1,500. They was like, they said I was young. I was too young or something like that. I don't know. I was mad. I was butthurt. I was like, man, they gonna send me a food stamp card and everything. I forgot how much they had on there, but hey, it was a nice amount. Because I was like, man, I don't want no food stamp card. And then that's when one day I just swiped it. I got me some food and everything. I swiped it, and I saw how after that one swipe and everything, and I had a lot of food, bruh. I love food stamp card. Let me get on it. You remember old dirty bastard? He was still rich, and he had a like food stamp on everything. I don't blame him. I would have did the same thing, but I would have kept my stuff on the low, because I do not want to get off of this food stamp cards, man, bruh. Because when I swiped, I feel like a boss. I ain't care. It feel like I didn't even pay for nothing. I was swiping it. What's that one song when they said, I don't have not no type. I don't look at the card when I shop. It was something, but and that's how I felt. I felt good about myself. It was like when it was some food, everything. I just swiped it like. I didn't even look at the price. Yeah, it was something in the Some Rapper song like, I don't even look at the price, whatever. But it was that I was like the 1,500 was. It was like nah, because I remember seeing this one dude. This dude, I was working at Kroger too at the time of that time, but I seen this one dude came in the store. I think I was working at Kroger. I think I was. It was COVID started like 2019. I ain't gonna lie, with the COVID thing, I used that to my advantage some days. But what's it called? It was this dude. I remember I was into like designers type of clothes, but only one I really like. I'll probably buy them like later on in life, but only these one pair. I don't really care for designer stuff like that. One day y'all be like, I thought you didn't care for designer. You see me all Louis V, saying, get your hands off of me. This is some Louis V right here. Take a picture, mom. I'm just kidding. That would be so funny and so messed up. But what's it called? It was the Gucci shoes. It was like with the rubies inside of like on top of them and everything. I saw some dude came in there. I was with my friend Matthew, and then I was like, when I saw them, I got like, you know how you get starstruck. I got I had to hold him in my heart. I had to hold my heart. I said, oh, and this was a grown man, black dude walking in. He was short, but them shoes made him taller. And when I saw that, I'm not gonna lie, I fanned out for a minute. I didn't have dreads at the time. I think I had a fro, but I fanned out. I was younger too, but I fanned out for a minute. I went like, oh my god. And then he kept on walking and everything. I said, Matthew, do you see that? He, of course, he could have got that without the check. But spending that whole 1,500 on there, I'm not even gonna lie. I can't, bruh. I can do like a little bit on some, but I can't spend the whole thing. That's dumb. Because like after you spend it and everything, you'll hear like, I'm hungry, and you know, something like that. Nah, or you want to do something? Everybody got their money, and you went off and you had to do something. Anyway, we had to pay all that back. I had to pay my back on taxes. That's why I stopped filling my taxes. I filled it out this year, but at one point I stopped filling it out because I had to pay the government back. I didn't like that. I did not like that at that point. Nah, that was the nasty taste in my mouth. I was like, nah. And then I was thinking I was gonna get like a lot of money like I did when I was younger. My mom told me, nah, you only get that when like it was like a certain age or certain something. You get that when you're young, basically. Like $400, $500, $600 back. Sometimes you get it when you got kids too. But Michael not going out here. What's that one? It's a joke. It's a joke called like Big Birds. Somebody run up and say, "Are you my dad?" And then you supposed to say something like, "Nah, Big Bird got a lot of kids, and you ain't one of them." And say, "Oh no." My dad told me that joke. But what's it called? Yeah, but nah, I don't like food stamps. I like food stamps. When they took them out, man. I wish I could, but they getting rid of food stamps and everything. Oh man, that would have been nice. Man, SVJ, you know, I wanted this SVJ. I don't know why it popped up in my head, but would it be cheaper to get a SVJ in another country or here? Now, just think for a minute. It could be cheaper over in another country, but this is where they get you, shipping it back here. Now that gonna cost you nice little meal. That's where they run it. Only if you ask somebody, you gotta. That's when you start networking and you run into somebody. I don't know who do shipping containers. That's when you ask, you be like something like, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, and then y'all got a good relationship. You go get the car and then you contact your friend. Now, the car was cheap, and the shipping was cheap. Because you usually paying over like $1 million, $1 million, or $500,000. $500,000 sound right. Everything. I'm not trying to pay on that in SVJ. But only thing about it, the SVJ, this is where I like, because I always wanted me a SVJ and everything. But only thing was like really down and out about it was more so like, what was it? The maintenance on it. It's like it would be cool to have an SVJ. I imagine like pulling up in an SVJ Lamborghini, pulling up and just zooming off and everything. And before they put on the twin turbos on it, everything, I thought about like, man, it'd be cool to put twin turbos on a SVJ. It'd be going so fast. But the maintenance on a SVJ is crazy. Yes, a maintenance on that. Nah. So I was like, Hellcat. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Let me get you on this Hellcat. Hold on, maybe fix my desk. When I say a Hellcat, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had a Hellcat, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I have a Hellcat, you will hear me. I remember I heard a story on the internet. It was this one dude. He was talking about, the scariest thing I ever did was race a Hellcat. I was driving my stuff right, and then all I hear is in the background, it's just catching up to you. It's something like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love a Hellcat. I ain't gonna lie. They break. Now I'm not. There's only thing about Hellcat. You gotta worry about people taking off with your car and other stuff like that. But I'd say because like a Lamborghini SVJ. Hey, if I get one, yeah, I get one. But I probably not get one. I don't know. I probably not get one. But it'd be cool. I probably rent one. I don't even like rent expensive cars because you never know what's gonna happen. I'd rather own the car in case anything happen, or you don't want to pay no like say like the payment, like you can't get your return, whatever that little, how you put the balance on it and everything, and you something happen and you can't get your 10,000 back. That gonna make me sick. I don't care how rich I am. That gonna make me sick, and I'm not gonna do it no more. That's me gonna be like, I'm not gonna rent no car. Nah, if I need it, yeah, I need it, but I'm not doing that stunt. But a Mustang GT, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Look, Jack. I already looked into a sway blue a sway, sway, how they be called like OGs and everything, gangsters and thugs and all that. You remember when they pimped out their cars like ice cream paint job? It's a song. But what's it called? I get a sway blue seats inside on my Mustang. Everything sway blue. I already found a place in Louisville that do it. They can't give me an estimate how much it's gonna be until I get the car. After I get the car, get it sway blue and get on the black, get it all blacked out on the outside. You see in my vision, put some stars in it. The car already fast how it is. It's a Mustang GT. I'm going. Ooh, God help us all. That's God. Oh. The grace or not, but you gotta be mature. You gotta be responsible with that car for real. Because you can't just it can be a Mustang, nice and everything, but you can't wreck it and don't have the money to fix it. You still ride around in a Mustang GT, but when you look on the other side, it look like a transformer. Couldn't transform. So you gotta be careful on driving them cars and driving any type of car, because you can suit up any car. I don't think I'll suit on this car up because it's already drive fast enough. Now I'll probably get some pipes on it where it go like room, Oh God, it's some lightning going out there, but yeah, Mustang GT, and anyway, it's affordable, and out of a Hellcat and a track, I'd rather get a track Hawk. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know. I'll be lying to y'all if I say I hide the car in the garage. I got me a Hellcat and a Track Hall. You know I got to get a garage because I can't. No, I probably get like I seen something on there where they you know the one pole be like in the ground and then rise up and everything. I probably get that in my yard. I'm just spitballing at this part because I don't want my car getting stolen. Nah, I take that back. All right, I get the Track Hawk. But I get a BMW. You know that what the phase people Ron, that car right there, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I remember I was in a bucket at the time. You know, it was a car, still a car. Don't get me wrong. And you still get up in here. Let me tell you about this one story before. I was right. I was speeding on the highway. I like to say I was cruising I was speeding trying to get somewhere. But you got to be safe when you do stuff like this. Like New York, I don't do that. That's dangerous. I ain't gonna lie. That's dangerous. I ain't doing that. They up here doing this and this. Nah, they even make me mad and everything doing that. Like that's unsafe. And you know, I had it like one time. I got pulled over for doing like I don't know. It was like 55. And I was doing like on the highway. It was an undercover cop who got me. I ain't gonna lie. Because one time I seen a cop who was I was in the fast lane. He was trying to merge over here. I looked in my mirror. I said, "Oh no, you gonna have to catch me and everything." I was I wasn't swerving, but I was. You know, I did the nice measurement of like what road like get behind everything. I was like, my stuff was clean. People was following me trying to you know how you racing and what's it called GTA and they following you and jumping lanes just like you, weaving and everything. I hate when people do that. Like bite your own style. Stop trying to get on my own flow and trying to bite what I'm doing. God, like, because when we all driving and it's like 3 lanes open and everybody driving in 1 lane, and I'll be like, why are we doing? It's 3 lanes, and I move over and I start gunning it down the highway. That's when everybody be like, oh my God, that's the brightest ideal ever. Go around the person who going slow. Hey, but nah, I think okay, I'm jumping everywhere. Okay. So when the cop pulled me over and everything, I remember I was out of high school, but it was like graduation, you know, 2019 or 20. I'm still at Kroger. This before I got on at like FedEx and everything. Not when I went back to FedEx, but after the UPS and all that didn't happen. So when I got pulled over, I remember the stories on what but when they was telling the story, these was females different from male, and this was around Black Lives Matters on everything. Dog, when I say bruh, I'm thinking in my head I'm gonna get off with a clean a pat on the back or something. I was being nervous and everything because I never got pulled over before. Never. And all the time I speed and everything, never. I was clean surfing, but that was an undercover cop. But I swear to God, I never forgot where he always standing like on the side. If he not right there, he's like a little bit up there and everything. I'm not gonna lie. But when I saw him, and I kid you not, this man, I said, I'm out here looking for my thing. Everything. I put my hands like on there where you know how you put your hands on the steering wheel and your keys right there. And then it was this big dude and everything. And I said something like to him, hold on my phone. I gotta concentrate. I said something like, hello. I was being nice, and I was being nice. I was not trying to escalate no situation. I was being like, and then like he was like, do you know why you was speeding? and everything. You know how much I didn't know at the time. I just said, ah, yes, and everything. I was trying to get whatever. I can't remember what I said, but I was thinking like the females who told me their stories. Bro, they females. That's why they got off unclean. Bro, this man wrote me up a ticket. He wrote me up a ticket, bro. You know what? I had to go. I had to go down, and gave me to the money to the court. I had to go to the court, and it was COVID, so I had to do it over the phone and plead guilty on it, bro. They didn't take my license, but what's it called? They I had to take this one thing, and I usually pay people to take. You know how you pay tests pay people to take a test or anything, and they take your test and all that and everything. Nah, nobody want to do this and all that. All I think, like when I think of it back now, all I really think of it that was God. Because that was God trying to. I had to teach it, because if I would have paid somebody to take on that driving thing and everything, where you had to basically teach like safety and everything like that. It was a lot of classes I had to take to get that, and I didn't even know you get like strikes and everything. If you get 3 strikes, you get your license take and everything. I was like, bro, that's crazy. So I was taking the test and everything. I couldn't. Nobody wanted to do it because it's real boring. But I really was taking it, and I did learn and everything. I was like, dang, you can mess up. So when I took it and I passed it and everything, I'm not gonna lie, you can actually like. So when I speed now, I don't go crazy when I go speed or something, or like some stuff I don't speed a lot on. Like if it like nighttime, like nobody on the highway, yeah, I'm hitting it. Sometimes if I don't need to be somewhere, sometimes I don't care like being late or something, like yeah. But other times I keep that like back in my head, even though years pass. It cause like one mess up and everything, you gotta think like, all right, you speeding right, you gotta be safe while you speeding. Not New York safe. That was some bull. If I ever in a car with somebody and they doing something like that, no. You don't have to expect me. I do not want to ride in a car with you. I do not want to bop it. I even tell people before we get in the car, y'all want to ride with me, cause he drive like them. You don't want to get in the car with because like you can like really mess up somebody's life like that. That it made me after taking that test, it made me think. It made me realize like the way I was driving and everything, you could really you can mess up or take somebody's life on doing some dumb stuff on the highway. So you just got to be careful when you speed and everything. So you like for real, don't New York nah, that's not cool. Not at all. I do some speeding stuff, but when I speed, I make sure I have like a gap, like it's nice on where they can be able to stop and I can be able to stop. But that close stuff, and I don't even like messing my car up. That's how you walk around with them transformer cars. I don't like that. Nah, we ain't doing that over here. That's that. Y'all can keep that on y'all side. But if you don't even get a scratch on y'all, I don't like that. Personally, I don't like driving like that. But it is what it is. Just remember, when you ever behind the wheel, be careful, because you never want to be in that position, because them cops still gonna take you down. Alright, so they will still take you. It don't matter how. Because I tried to do the voice thing. You know the voice. I was looking like, how you doing, officer? I put my voice up a little high. How you doing, officer? He said, yeah, good. You know, this and everything. And I said, I couldn't find my insurance thing. And then he already made the ticket. I said, hey, I found my my thing. He was like one of them, like, it's too late now. You know, down to the court office and everything. Bro, I'm just saying. I don't even like going down. It was in halfway down in Middletown. I don't even like shuffling down in Middletown for real. They undercover cops be down there. No, sir. I don't like shuffle down there at all. I don't have, even when I do get a car, I don't like shuffle down there. Not me. Yeah, not me. Sometimes and everything, I probably have a class down there, but I'm not. Well, they got this bakery out there, but I can take the streetways to get to the bakery and everything. It's like from the college cooking school and everything. They be making it. It's like across the street. I went in there one time with my brother. We bought some couple of stuff. I ate that stuff. I only ate a little bit. It was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. They got like a time like early in the morning, and they don't. They close around like 1 p.m. or something. They don't even have to stay open late on everything. I mean, like, man, it was good. It was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. Man, if I could get out there again, I would. But Lyft and Uber costs too much, so I'm kicking it over here. And DoorDash be pricey. It's pricey more than the Uber and the Lyft and everything. So I'm out here like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna kick it on this side for a little bit. But what's it called? Yeah, the driving thing. Drive safe. Drive safe. That's the main thing. Drive safe and everything. Yeah, main thing. Drive safe. Because you think you're gonna probably get off with a clean slate type of what's it called? Type of ticket. You're a female, congratulations. I swear, because I told them when I came back to work and everything, I said that stuff don't work. I got a ticket and everything. Yeah, what's it called? And then it's on my record. It's dropped now. It should have dropped and everything. But I was like, man, and they's like, I usually work for me. I see why, bruh. Man, now I have ran into only like the female police officer. I only ran into them like it's like a rare moment. I get a female. Usually I get all dudes. So my luck with them, I can joke a little bit, but half of them they look at me like. I'm be like, and I remember when I was getting my driving test and everything. It was you ride with a sheriff or one of them everything, and I passed like I got 100 on my test for real. The driving part, my like study on everything. My study, where you gotta answer it on the computer. I'm not gonna lie, I had that phone on my. It was around that time when Venom came up. I had that phone on there like I was in a jail cell, and I was listening to when it was reading. I was clicking it. I passed, but what's it called for the driving thing? I was trying to make that dude laugh, but all he gave me was that. I'm out here, thank you so much and everything, thank you, and everything. I was making some jokes and everything. And then he hopped clean straight out of that car. I was like, wow. And did you hear the age limit for the driving is like 15? I was like, dang, crazy. So be safe out there, for real. Be real safe out there. Ain't no joke, because them cops will give you a ticket depending on what you did. Yeah, but the Black Lives Matter. I remember when the Black Lives Matter was going on. I had this friend. We was like in that moment. Like, don't get me wrong, I supported Black Lives Matter and everything behind the scenes. And but what's it called? Me and my friend, we always play Call of Duty like on the game like every night. This was like when I was living in my mom's basement. Every time I had a chair right here, TV there. And then I remember when he told me he was hungry. He was hungry one day. And I went like, all right, look, what you want from DoorDash? I'm going to order something. I'm going to send it to your house. Bro, I swear to God, this was the funniest stuff I ever. But all right, I send it to his house. I said, all right, hey, and this is after I got me like some Longhorns. I got me like, at the time I wasn't like eating like no I didn't eat no steak or anything, but I got me like a big steak and like with random stuff on it, onions and all that other stuff on it, and then and some rolls and some sweet tea on the side. My stuff came, and then I said, "Hey," I waited for a little bit. I said, "Hey, check your door." When he went like he said in the mic, I said, "You really did?" He got up. he got up and everything. He went to his door. he opened it and he saw it was no food there. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, he was on the mic. He said something like, "No, I really thought you got me," so, but not because it was like, "Hey, y'all can't judge me off," because it been time where he hit me with this one thing. He made what's it called he started testing me like after off of that burner that on Instagram when you make a fake page, but you put a random girl on it and you look you put on like on there. Y'all see where I'm going with this? He did that. He put a page like on there. He did it to me and my other friend Cal. All right, Cal. He had to block him because Cal went crazy. He went and he didn't know it was a fake page. And for me, he almost had me till I showed my friend, my other friend at work, and he said, "Yeah, that's a fake page." He just looked at it and he said, "A fake page." I went like, "Oh my god!" But he told me like wow, like a couple weeks or a month later and everything. He said, "Yeah." He started texting me off of it and everything. And because the crazy thing is, she said something. We used to play kickball in high school, and he said, "Yeah." He told me, you won at some kickball and everything you did on this and this, try to give a ooh, but the whole time it was this. I swear to God. Hey, y'all think I'm messed up for the food thing? I would never. I mean, I thought like I would do something like that, but I wouldn't go through with something like that. Like I do something like that, but nowadays I even like that was some messed up. He went like he took a whole picture and he told me later. He said, "Yeah, she from like I don't know. I'm making up a state, but UK or something. And everything." I just took a picture up there, put it on Instagram. You know how? Hey, do you know how much time you gotta put that in everything? And then I was like, I can't believe this man took the because you know what? Because he didn't get the state what I was eating on. I was eating in the mic. I'm that type of person. Like if we ever playing or anything, playing video games, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna eat on that mic. I'm gonna eat on that mic. I'm gonna make sure I'm buy you back whenever you die. But I'm a loot bandit on there. I'll find some money on some Call of Duty and I'll take it to the pro and I'll buy you back if it not like that, last circle type of thing. Because the last circle, I'd be like, I get my kills and everything, but at the same time, bro, I'm not trying to run out there and be like everything. My game, like, yeah, I'm not trying to be on there because my old Call of Duty name on there was Sniper Bait and everything. Like Sniper Bait, he was dropping some people, and that was me. I was dropping some people, and I was good at sniping too. Don't get me wrong, I was doing that. But yeah, I was like, when I was eating that steak and everything, I said, what meal you gonna eat? He said, it was like cut up hot dogs and some cheese, ramen noodles. Like I think it's some cut up hot dogs and ramen noodles and cheese. Hey, I swear to God, never in my life. I never in my life I died crying so hard. Hey, I was trying to mess up out this fool. I ain't no sympathy. I probably had that thing where he made that fake page and made that girl on there and did that stuff. I had it coming from him, but hey, that was and that night he ate some cut up hot dogs and some ramen noodle with cheese in it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, at that point of the stage, I was laughing, but I was like, dang. Because don't get we all grew up broke and poor. Everybody had a time in the world they grew up. Even you can't even say the rich, because like when people say the rich got this and this and that, well, you got to look at it from their point of view. Even if say I was rich and I didn't grow up poor, everything, or I knew the game and everything. It's not like, how would I put this? It's more so like you can't blame the rich and everything, because if you was in their spot, you would do the same thing, because that's something it's like you're not in that position and everything, so you just going with this, you doing the same thing. So you can't blame them for what they doing and everything. Can't blame it, because if you being truthfully honest with yourself, you would do the same thing. Because I know I'd do the same thing. If I knew a cheat code to the system and get me more rich and not tell nobody, I've been through some stuff. I'm saying this like, if I never went through stuff, or I can't even say they never went through stuff, because hey, the rich kids and everything, they go through some stuff. They got money and everything, and yeah, they got money and all that, but at the same point of time, you gotta look at like they be going through some stuff in the like backgrounds type stuff. Yeah, they got like Bentleys and stuff like that, everything, but yeah, in their mind, in like regular stuff, like we be like, yeah, this is regular and everything. They be like, nah, this is like, I never had something like. It's just a two different type of life experience and everything. It's just like two different type of life experience, because everybody go through stuff. So nobody perfect. Everybody go through stuff. So you can't blame nothing on the rich for anything. I mean, now it's some evil rich people who like take, like, you know the systems and everything. You know this. You know when the system is like, damn, okay, yeah, I'm in this. Like sometimes you don't want to drop some. I like drop over there. Do too much. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it just people in general. You got some people who greedy, you got some people who not. Well, not everybody. You get, I don't know. That's a topic. It's like, it's more to it than what the human eye can really say. Where's my water at? All right. But yeah, it's more to the topic of being rich and poor and everything, because everybody want to get rich, and the rich, I want to get poor. Some probably just how they dress up and won't look like and just live a normal life. I don't know, but I do know they got like these secret places I wouldn't mind traveling. Like that underground railroad thing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all wouldn't even catch me in there. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none. I don't care, bro. I would not go in no underground city type thing. And where they got where you can shoot around and everything underground, and you can get somewhere. I'd rather be on ground. I'd rather for y'all can see me and I can see you and everything. Nah, brother. I ain't trying to go underground. If I do, nah, I can't. But Michael, you would get to that spot way more faster if you take the bullet train underground with us. Nah, bro. I'ma just take the normal way. You sure, Michael? I'm positive. I'm very positive. I take the normal way. But yeah, man, you gotta look like everything in the surface. It's like it's it's like more to it than meet the eye. Like all right, when you I don't know how to say this, but when you all right, this. All right, so for me, example, I dress like in all like sometimes black and everything. Have dress down. This to make you seem like I'm intimidated and everything. But if now, don't do this to all people. I ain't gonna lie. Some people, if you would get a whiff on like what's called, you know how, like for me, I had to learn with my other friends what's called, like I went to their family event and everything, and I used to make these these jokes and everything, and at that time I didn't know like everybody don't joke like a dark humor and everything. Everybody don't joke like that, and then that's like some people you gotta shift how you work and how you talk and everything, like co-signing and everything, but you just be yourself and everything, and everybody not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna like you. But so what? This, I mean, so what for real? Everybody's not gonna like you, especially that different type of you know what you know when somebody like, all right, that's like I shouldn't even joke with this person. It's just gonna get real. It's gonna get escalated to another level. Yeah, just leave it. Sometimes when you get that feeling and everything, leave it there. Leave it there and keep on walking. Yeah, keep on walking. I've been in them situations before. Just leave it there. Leave it there and keep on walking. It's not worth it. It's really not. Because when it get escalated, it just get, because you can see that person, he gonna escalate it, and you know I'm not going, like if I'm dependent, if the mood I'm in, I'm gonna escalate it. He gonna escalate it. It's gonna get to a point where it's really escalated. I'm up here like I'm not backing down. He's not backing down. Yeah. Nah, you gotta be careful in them situations though. It'd be a different situation, but you gotta be real careful in them. Word to the wise. You know how they be. Word to the wise. Let me see. I don't know if I should end it here. Like, I don't know what time I work on tomorrow. I think I get off at around like 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Ooh. 3 o'clock. I'll probably be on like after 3 o'clock. What time I got? I got on around like 4 something. 4 something. I think so too. And sorry about that too. Ending the stream. I wasn't trying to end the stream. I told you I was trying to cut it and everything. Cut one video for it. But yeah. That's all I have. I hope y'all tuned in again. It was great having you there, because when you left, when the screen ended, I was hoping you would come back. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate the one view for real. I'm not gonna lie. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And I should be on. If I don't get on tomorrow, I should be on. I'm trying to be consistent. I gotta edit these videos until I get paid. Get on Opus Clip, and then I take Opus Clip, and then I gotta edit them anyway. But it make it a little bit more easier. Life. What's good to eat right now? I'm not gonna lie. I was eating on some spaghetti. Been there in my fridge for a minute, but I don't know. I can't order DoorDash because I got like $29 left, and I'd rather use that for Uber to get to work instead of using that on DoorDash. You see what I'm saying? Because you would eat one good night and everything, and then on top of that, after you eat a good night, you gotta come back and you gotta realize, damn, I'm not trying, because I gotta wake up a little bit early, and then I gotta start walking to work. I'm not trying to walk to work early. I gotta walk home and everything. Yeah. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching the stream. Peace. Hey, I think on what that transaction, what people be doing, I think I got one. Hold up.